Hello there. Last week, what we did was we started out with the existing, like what we did was we picked up Artyom's the which he sent a task he sends in the email newsletter. We picked up a challenge on Amazon KDP based on that, and we did a task on that only. But now this week, moving forward, since we have completed that task, we'll move forward and do the next task. And for the next task also, I'm going to refer his next task which he sent out, so it is easier for me not to find out task and quicker also. So let's explore his new task. Here the new task is to build out a dashboard application for a general practice doctor. Let's create a new brainstorming file in FigJam. Doctor dashboard. Okay. I'm going to copy the problem statement directly. Let's see if these things could help us out. The flowchart, agent, more templates. Let us look. Let's see what the template is. This would be the only template. Oh, this is lots of things. I have no persona or anything. So let us take this up. Start by just typing the problem statement, make it huge or bigger than the huge so it looks out. Okay. Build a desktop app dashboard for general practice doctor. So what does it tells? It tells us about doctor. It tells us about, let's just note down quickly, very quickly, what is telling target audience. It is also telling us about type of application and hints on the task to be done. Okay, this is what it tells. Now let us go to our early file and copy what were the things which we did. So this is, I am copying this directly. Now let's delete these. We can add new file or assumptions also. Current problems, but I don't know about the problems. I don't know what they are doing currently. So let us align this. Pick. Let us go on the web. Doctors. General physician tasks. Let's see if it gives some idea. Job description template, it is telling. Okay, I'm going on. Their duties and responsibilities accommodate rotating. This seems to be helpful. There is no idea on how they are currently doing. So, assuming since we are building a product on the web, they might already be using web. So, it be using products like Excel, everybody, but not being for them. You don't know what their problems are, but who they are, that we know. So let us move these boxes here. Let us now write about who. Then we'll see if we know more about their problems and um, more things about them. So doctors, since they should be working, that's why they need the dashboard, which gives us the idea of their age. Age should be 20 to 20 plus to 60, because people retire at 60. 20 to 60, let's take minimum age to be 20. um, Planning to use a dashboard. So latest products, inclined to use them. Okay, this is our assumption. Okay, now let us think more on what could be our assumptions and why could they be. Like, there needs to be a reason for everything, right? We need to find out. Do we know anything about their gender? Does not affect. About location? Worldwide, because I think all over the world the role of a doctor or a general physician is similar. उसके बाद, since this product will be in English, knows English. Occupation is the first parameter for us. Assumptions. But this is not current process. This is also assumption. So we'll write it that it is our assumption. We have no idea on this. Okay. Might be using physical methods like pen and like maintaining a diary, have assistant who manages. Why should they use this new dashboard that we are creating? Since we don't know about this product and what they are, we don't have any current problems that they are facing. Specify this more. Why? should be interested in our dashboard. We need to lure them. Like, how is that going to help them? If something is not going to help me, then why should I learn a new thing? Right? There needs to be some helpful parameters for them here. So what they do, we know this, right? Responsibilities. Let us add them here. So how can we help? Let's take every particular point and then think on how we can add a feature for this in our dashboard and how this could help us. Respond to patients' medical/health problems by referring to their history, carrying out diagnosis, investigation, and treatment appropriate. There can be a pattern in this because they are referring history. So what we could do is suggest them tests that we could do. If suppose somebody is coughing constantly, then they might, and COVID is spreading, so then there might be, that might be, and we are just suggesting out the doctor, right? Doctor will add it based on their own expertise suggestions. Okay, suggesting them investigation. Let's use the words that they are using because we are not very aware of the terminologies used in the doctor circle. Yes. Discuss side effects, best conditions for use, and possible interaction of medication. So I think what we can do is to write down side effects and conditions for use. Customers, it's to patients. They are customers of patients. Patients, then patients, side effects, and conditions for use. Because a lot of time what happens is, suppose a doctor, I take a sleeping, I take a medicine which is a painkiller, and usually they have something in them that make us sleep. So if I have this stated very clearly on my uh, prescription letter, it would be easier for me. Like, if I feel more sleepy or dizzy during the day, so I might not think that I am getting more sick. It might help me. Like, this is what can happen. And conditions for use. So there are things like eat after dinner, or take something, like something can cause heat and take after dinner, or something. There are conditions. Doctor writes that before, like dinner or that, they do that 1 2 0 1 0 1, something kind of that. But is that helping me out currently? I'm not very sure because sometimes I forget. If there are multiple medicines, I can forget that. This would help. And let's go on next point. Contribute to the delivery of patient services with technicians and other medical staff. So if there is a dashboard which has the record, doctor will not have to state everything very clearly to the nurses in the hospital. But they like Nurse receives a file of a patient. They also checks out things. Then doctor tells them what they need to do. And even if a nurse forget that, a doctor can add a note. Although nurse like notes for hospital internal teams. A person might be somebody should be given glucose and a person might have sugar, so they should not be, or there should be a practical component that should be given, which doctor knows because the patient told them about the side effects, but the nurse does not. So adding these notes can help. Supervise and train medical students. So I'm currently not going to consider this, and I will collect and record, maintain patient information. This will be automatically meant. I am removing this because this seems like a different job altogether. I'm not aware of it. If we can create till here, then we'll move on to these. Participate in research studies commissioned by hospital boards. Still not aware. Accommodate rotating shifts and work with flexible schedules. They can add their own schedule. What we can do is, how we work in the ITs is that everybody can add their own schedule, and does that work? You can try this also. Add my schedule. Right, this is the current brief overview. Now let us start by building some user flow. Thinking if there is some other template for user flow, so it would be good for us, right? Although we have used one already, though we can go on to that also directly, but there's no harm in trying. Results and making workflow. I think we used this last time. Let's try this. Let's use the old one only. That is at least something we know about. Added here. Let's remove. What is this? I don't know. User story. Let's edit this. Let's make our user story. Doctor. Patient records. So help my team in further treatment, and two tasks. Help out patient as well. That is their users, like customers, the patients. Help out patients. Let's remove this one. Let's bring things from here. Let's use legends. Connections also use our own, like we know dotted and colored. Patients meet for first. Is that going to be an online or offline consultation? Does that affect? Well, online or offline consultation, anything, it should not matter. Understand the problem that is that they have to take input from the user. Add the problems in dashboard, problems or complaints or whatever it could be, right? Checks the patient records and think of and read through the suggestions by the dashboard. Choose the right treatment plan. They are making a decision. Like whether they should do something that dashboard has suggested or not, it is part of that only, okay? Dashboard suggests few treatments based on the database and patients' historical records. How does a dashboard can suggest data, right? Choose the right treatment plan. Let's copy this here so we can mark on this as well. We have done. informing the patient about usage and side effects. You should add this in the dashboard as well. Add in dashboard with for everybody's reference. Meeting for this appointment. Appointment ends. The patient for this appointment ends. Let's note to internal team about follow up or if there is need for something else. This also we have done. This also we have done. And let's make it end. Write it here. The patient ends here. For the doctors and this POV, this appointment ends here. ये भी हो गया अभी and my schedule. So this seems to be a different activity which should be in the doctor's profile. So we are uh, let's use let's add it here. Something since adding the schedule comes under as profile. we are considering it now as is not part this flow, right? Let us edit here. We know what are we doing. Oh, don't know. Yeah. It is fine. Just suggesting to grow, but this is fine. Let us. Let us remove this only. This will not. Small extra large is fine. So what we have done till now, what we have done is diving into the problem, creating a user flow based on a very basic user story, right? Now let us think on what we can do more. What we can do is to explore on how we can like these things happen. So how can these things happen in a flow? Let us see if there is some template for how might we, or otherwise we'll edit here. How might let us add in something like this. We are not considering the case of booking appointments, right? Might we have doctor to type please while listening the problem. Is the doctor about the possible treatment without interfering with his own treatment plan. Like, there is no need for these exact same color, but I try to do this because it is good for me. Like, I like it. Enable the doctor to function quickly without loss of losing his interest, without losing interest. Now it should be. This completely different color. These are only one questions. Why are we points in them? For a doctor to and notes quickly because might have some acronyms in their organization. Quicker knowledge transfer. Knowledge transfer. Okay, let's now write answers to these questions. These are notes for him and his team only. We can add these quickly in bullet points. Like, bullet point does not require short forms. Just very subtly and update based suggestions based on every input of every input. Okay, this we can do. Auto suggest common side effects based on medicine mm, and what else are we doing? Usage. Make usage dosage simple. Selection simple. So suggest text for industry common acronyms save acronyms their meaning notes itself. I think this would be a very basic flow. Now, okay, how might we? Good. Seems good, right? These were the things which we did. You can like these were the things residency and license which who have a license to be a doctor. Those were the things which we could add here as well, but our basic requirements state that this seems fine. Okay, this was it for this start and exploring the problem. In the next one, let's work on the UI for this. All right.